Hours earlier, there were violent clashes in that same area, leading to an LAPD tactical alert. Dozens of officers deploying to the streets after a day of peaceful ICE-out protests suddenly turned violent. Air 7 overhead as a group of demonstrators started targeting those federal agents, those federal officers guarding the entrance to the downtown detention center. Those officers firing back with pepper balls and irritant sprays. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam was in the middle of it all. He is live with us now and joins us with his story. Tim.
Look at little Shaft, number 7. You can't make this up, man. These dudes out here with they flags from their country, waving it in America. You know, I never been to LA. The mother of my daughter's from LA. And when I found out about Skid Row, the homeless, something right, I said, hey, you know about this road where all these homeless at? She said, yeah, I know about it. I said, so how, it's just like that? It's been like that. It's not a big deal. I said, damn, she's been normalized. Then when I asked her, you know, is it true that they just be defecating on the curb? She said, yeah. We gotta look at where you walk. Wow. We ain't even gonna get into it when I ask her about you can steal up to $900. The more I think about it, I should have been doing videos about LA, y'all. Let's go, man. They sold out America. They sold out America, y'all. Let's go. See what Shaft got to say.
Mark. So yeah, there are still clashes with police right now. I'm going to go ahead and toss it to the package because there is profanity.
And existed.
At nightfall, demonstrators clashed with LAPD once officers declared their assembly was no longer peaceful. Police officers in tactical gear formed a line pushing protesters away from the federal building that holds ICE detainees. Air 7 captured the moment protesters closed in on security guards, shielding themselves outside the building as the crowd threw trash and debris. During LAPD's order for the crowd to disperse, we met Marisol from East LA. She's here demonstrating for her family members who are undocumented and U.S. citizens and fear being detained
Septum
by ICE.
ring.
We're expecting a change. We want a change.
What kind of change do you want to see?
It's insane the way people have been treated. You know, we're all human.
Protesters marched in the street nationwide
Purple
Friday,
hair.
demanding an end to ICE operations in their community. This demonstrator's sign showed the names of people gunned down by ICE. Kayla from Mid-City says this issue should concern more than just black and brown communities.
Do you feel like more white people should be out here protesting?
Absolutely. We have a history of activism in the brown and black people of this country, and it's beautiful and it's inspiring, and more white people need to stand up and help our neighbors because we can't survive without them.
Mayor Karen Bass urging people to peacefully protest and not vandalize property.
That just hurts the city. That does not impact the administration in any kind of way that is going to bring about any type of change.
Look.
That was Tim Pulliam reporting.
Little Teletubby.
Downtown LA, one of many, of course, happening across Southern
like
California
a Teletubby.
tonight. This is new video just in from Oxnard. You can see hundreds of people there marching and carrying signs.
They're just wilding out.
A series of ICE raids in that area as well. Some of the farms in the Oxnard area targeted.
I don't see none but immigrants.
Agents. There have also been demonstrations in Orange County and in Riverside as well.
All right. All right, let's try this again. I wasn't recording the first time. Second video. Oh no, it's commercial. Gotta cut this.
Are you sure your tax expert is right for you?
Throwing these
Switch to
ads
TurboTax
in now.
Full Service. You'll be matched with a TurboTax expert and get real-time updates on their progress, and you get your best outcome guaranteed. Switch to TurboTax Full Service.
I'm gonna edit this out. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go.
Happening right now, drivers in.
All right, here you go. Second video.
Breaking news now at 11. Officers have deployed tear gas in downtown LA tonight after agitators
Looking like a
in the crowd
movie.
began throwing fireworks, rocks, and
LA something else, y'all.
Good evening, I'm Liz Nagy.
And I'm Joey Rand. This is happening after the LAPD
LA something
declared
else.
an unlawful assembly to the gathered crowd. They issued a dispersal order for the area around the Federal building, which has been site of so much unrest for months in downtown Los Angeles. One of our Eyewitness News crews captured this video as the violence escalated. Several streets around the Federal building remain closed at this hour to traffic. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Los Angeles from Air 7, where some of the crowd has remained on scene. This is at the intersection of Alameda.
Don't want to follow the rules.
Half a block from the Federal
Them be the little badasses out there doing circles. Oh, they got police everywhere.
Patrol vehicles and officers.
They got them right there. They got them right there. They got them lined up. Yeah, they wildin'. It's normal for them though, fighting the police, you know.
Behind that line, up against one of those buildings,
Man,
we've seen people being taken.
same people that's got like
put in handcuffs, likely spending at least several hours or the night in jail. You can see them
200,000 homeless.
The building with their arms behind their
Like it's normal.
Now, LAPD just a few minutes ago issued their second dispersal order of the evening. It has taken them more than an hour now to try and get control of this situation at the intersection. All of this began with a protest outside City Hall.
I bet there's a woman on that bike.
The crowd dispersed, and this group of what people are referring to as agitators then appeared outside the Federal complex after that peaceful protest had ended.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that assessment. We don't see a lot of protests, just kind of going up to officers and trying to agitate as we have seen them do in the past. Again, the group out there now we believe is mostly different from the peaceful group of protesters who demonstrated at a 2 p.m. gathering outside City Hall today.
Those protesters dispersed at the end of the rally. Eyewitness News reporter Carly Gomez shows us how they voiced their opposition to the federal immigration raids.
Alexis.
200 protesters joined the ICE Out of Everywhere National Day of Action in downtown LA.
Uncle Sam. Yeah.
It doesn't have to affect you to bother you, and I think
Protester Jennifer.
just helps us have a bit more hope.
Rey Mysterio.
Protesters demanding Congress block funding to the Department of Human Services until federal ICE agents and Customs and Border Patrol are removed from local communities.
We are repeating history, and we have the power
What? A high schooler.
and to do something about it, and it's so important that you show up here today.
Many saying they hope the rally magnifies their voices for those who've lost their lives in custody, as well as American.
All them people. All them people. Want illegals over here who don't want to follow the rules and don't want to obey nothing and want to do what they want to do. All them people. It's more than that. They sitting up there, slouching, leaning. It's way more than that, though. LA off the show. I'm finna do way more videos about the homeless, the stealing, the defecating on the side, on the curves. I heard, man, I ain't even been there. And I heard so much bad about it. Let's go.
Lives in custody, as well as American citizens who've been killed while protesting.
Our grandparents were immigrants, so
Oh, man.
they're obviously not here anymore, and my mom recently passed, so I think it's very important for us to come out here and not only support our family, but other families that can't.
I also have a lot of friends who can't be here and speak for themselves and behalf of their family, who are living day to day scared that they can't go out in fear.
One protester saying today's world.
Why are you scared? Like what you scared of if everything right?
Sheriffs and LAPD, now it's the federal government.
As the protests ended, another popped up hours later in front of the Federal Detention Center. Police blocking off the street as demonstrators showed up for another night of
Ain't
protests.
no protesters.
The protests outside City Hall lasted just a few hours and only a few lingering demonstrators were left, but all that's left tonight are a few signs behind me. No police were called for crowd control at this event. Reporting in downtown LA, Curly Gomez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Curly Gomez, Channel 7 News. Yeah, LA, they might be the first one for martial law. 'Cause they actually fighting back. Because they've been fighting. It's not new. Trump, ICE gonna have their hands full with LA. It's a shit show. I got one more for y'all. Haven't seen this, reacted to it. I react to everything live. So y'all get my live reaction. See what they talking about.
Good evening, everybody. You're watching LA Live News tonight on Fox 11 Plus. I'm Marla Tejas. Protesters clashing with police in downtown LA. The LAPD says rocks and bottles have been thrown at officers. Fox 11's Rachel Aragon. She's live in downtown LA with the very latest. And
Hold
the
up,
number of
dog.
people who have been arrested.
Hold up.
Yeah, right now we are.
How they gonna have Rachel out there? How they gonna have little blonde, black blonde, green, little tight skirt out there and they throwing rocks and bottles at the police? It's LA, man. It's LA. Let's go.
On Temple Street, and as you can tell, Marla, things have very much calmed down relative to what it looked like just about 2 hours ago or so. I can tell you, being out here, things got really intense around 6 o'clock this evening. Take a look at this video. That's around that time. This is when people were running by when a bus was trying to make a turn on Commercial Street near North Alameda. Shortly after that, that's when LAPD issued a dispersal order as they began to try to push the line down further the street. But after that, though, protesters seen throwing water bottles, rocks, and other items at several officers. We also saw clashes breaking out throughout this area. We even saw several people, of course, being detained. I believe Skyfox is still out right now as I speak, flying over, showing several people still out protesting. Of course, that number you're seeing right now far less than what we saw earlier today. Hundreds of people out throughout the LA area. Well, the city also saying tear gas was dispersed by federal officers because they were blocking an entryway. Those protesters blocking an entryway. You could certainly smell and feel that tear gas earlier today. This is a woman I spoke to earlier in the day who came out, and she says she was out here, especially given everything that's happened recently in Minneapolis. Take a listen.
Oh, man.
Unison and community, we stand together, and that's what it's about. And, you know,
that's what it's about.
Power. They need to see that we matter, that we care, and that we don't think this is right.
Huh.
Well, Mary Karen Bass also holding a short press conference earlier this evening. She talked about the strain that this protest and everything that's happened has put on the current police force right now, which of course is struggling with hiring and overtime.
No American flags.
Again, Skyfox, I know, is out there showing you what's left of the scene. One thing we also want to mention, though, that Mayor Karen Bass did say, she said at least 5 people were detained tonight. We're still waiting on an official number and count for those who were detained, but at least 5 people were detained, we know, tonight.
That's it?
Things a lot calmer right now, Marla, but as you saw about an hour and a half ago, a very different picture
so
here.
You can throw rocks and stuff at the police. And
yes, and the mayor saying tonight that 5 people were arrested for failing to disperse. But at this point in time, where you are, we have the crime scene tape up, the flashing lights behind you, but literally no protesters where you are right now. No protesters where we're at, but again, we were on Commercial Street and there were still some lingering protesters out there about 30, 40 minutes ago. So there's still some people out here tonight, but way calmer than what we saw about an hour or 2 ago. All right, Rachel, thanks so much. Well, protesters, they were there all day long, though, leading up to tonight. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez gives us a look.
Many heard the call for a national shutdown in downtown Los Angeles. No school, no work, no shopping. From organizers in Minneapolis calling for a nationwide day of action.
I am the grandson of someone who marched from Selma to Montgomery. And the only way you make change in this country is to get out there and protest.
And of course, this action here, there is just hundreds and hundreds of people. It is stifling through the crowd. It starts out like a rally and pretty much just people gathering. And it is by no means the only of these events happening.
Look at the rainbow shirt.
Skyfox over the downtown rally. Pretty huge. But also, they were over this one in Woodland Hills, another one in Santa Monica, this group here in Pasadena, another one in Burbank, and on the ground in Studio City, students rallying on the corner of Laurel Canyon and Ventura. In downtown, more students.
Just in the way.
Everyone here is related to an immigrant. If your family is
okay, everybody here is related to an immigrant.
Gone, everything breaks down for you.
Some businesses closing down, like Stronghold climbing down Jim and Echo Park, where the owner tells Fox 11,
"It's personal. It's our city. It's like, and we're angry.
General
and
strike.
Of course, we're angry because we're being overrun by thugs."
Other businesses like North Hollywood's Tejano planning to open, supporting the protest with donations. Still, there were plenty of people doing shopping at markets, coffee shops. This man continued cleaning bus stops in North Hollywood. And horseshoers in Pacoima say off camera they couldn't join the rallies as much as they wanted to join those who could.
Oh, wow. Well, you better go to work.
With her daughters, who says that little one holding the Stop Killing People sign is the same baby strapped to her chest in this photo at a protest 8 years ago.
I always tell my children to stand up for what's right.
Don't you get afraid for them sometimes? I mean, these things
She don't care.
It only really gets crazy.
She don't care.
When you tell people to go home and they don't go home.
Look.
And that's what happened tonight. In fact, that was Christina reporting. New tonight, a community
that's what happened tonight
in Orange County paying tribute to Alex Preddy, who was killed by federal agents in Minneapolis. The vigil was held at the historic Orange County Courthouse in Santa Ana. Many are hoping this vigil unites the community and medical professionals in remembrance of Preddy and other victims of violence.
Why everybody wants some time, click time, man? They need to be in the hospital saving somebody. All right, y'all. We out.